Hey, I'm Adam Jusko from ProudMoney.com. Citi looking to ramp up its credit card operations, and the Wells Fargo Propel American Express card is indeed going bye-bye. We're going to talk about both of those things, but first I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not already. And if you have already, I thank you for doing so. So let's talk Citi first. Citi is going to be ramping up their credit card operations here for the rest of 2021. It looks like. What that looks like exactly, we are not sure, but they had an earnings call yesterday, and they say, like many of the other banks that have had recent earning calls, they say that over the last year, things basically were not as bad as they thought they were going to be in terms of credit card defaults. So a lot of these banks put a lot of money aside in reserve, basically for defaults that they thought were going to happen, then not nearly as many did happen. And Citi, probably more so than some of the other credit card issuers, really pulled back. They said that they actually have almost 6 million fewer credit card accounts on the books right now than they had a year ago. So the major credit card issuers usually play it pretty close to the vest in terms of what exactly they're going to do in the future, and Citi's no exception. But it was interesting to see them talk about re-entering the card market for new acquisitions, which basically suggests that they hadn't really been trying to get too many new acquisitions over the past year, and talking about things like new value propositions, which I read to mean maybe some new cards coming down the line, and then some other language that suggested credit line increases for their existing customers would be something that they would be pursuing as well. Now, I was reading an article yesterday from Bloomberg where they talk about Citi as the king of credit cards, and that may be true worldwide, but here in the US, Chase is the one that really is the biggest issuer, and the issuer, in my opinion, that does the most interesting things, or at least has done the most interesting things over the last couple years, where Citi has really stagnated, in my opinion, even before the last year, even before the pandemic came along. They weren't doing a whole lot of interesting things. So maybe now that we are at a place where they feel like things are just going to keep getting better in terms of the economy, and the defaults are going to stay low, at least in the short term, maybe we will see them move more aggressively again and maybe try and become the king of credit cards. And then as we go into the weekend, the rumors were indeed true, unfortunately. The Wells Fargo Propel American Express card is going away to new applicants as of Monday, April 19th. So it looks like Sunday will be the last day that you could potentially get your hands on it. Now, if you already have the card, there's nothing changing, at least in the short term. Who knows what we'll see 6 months down the road. But if you get the card before it goes away on Monday, you can assume that you are going to have it with the rewards and the bonus and everything that is offered for at least the next 6 months, I would have to imagine. So the customer service reps, as far as I could tell, didn't have any information on new stuff from Wells Fargo, but I have to imagine that Wells Fargo is going to be replacing that card with something, or maybe if the other rumor that I had sort of heard that the Cashwise Visa might be going away as well from Wells Fargo, maybe there's a whole new credit card lineup coming down the line. We'll just have to wait and see what happens next. So that is it. I'm sure someone is going to say in the comments that I just wasted 4 minutes of their time saying that I don't know anything about anything in terms of details. But we do know that Citi is going to be ramping up to some extent. Maybe that means there will be some new cards from them with Wells Fargo getting rid of the Propel. Maybe it means a new card from them. It has been sort of a boring credit card market, to be honest, over the last 6 to 8 months in terms of actual new cards coming out. So I am interested to see what happens here, and I hope it happens sooner rather than later. Questions, comments, put them in that comment section below. Otherwise, I thank you for watching, and as always, please go to ProudMoney.com, where we do credit card reviews, we talk personal finance, we talk deals, and all sorts of other fun stuff too. Thanks for watching. Bye.